generals and senior officers present, both active and retired, our distinguished awardees, distinguished guests, the husbands and the wives. I purposely said husbands first because men have rights also, not only the women. Members of the PAF ACES, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First and foremost, I'm happy to be part of the first PAF ACES Awards night after the pandemic. And this is the celebration, actually, in effect, of the golden anniversary of the association. And I wish to congratulate all the members and all the awardees, all the officers that are here with us today, and those who have distinguished themselves. Everyone here has distinguished themselves in one way or the other. Hopefully more good than bad, as with all of us. And of course, also let us take time also to thank and to remember those who have flown west, who have been so much a part of each and everybody's lives, including my own and that of my family. I'd like to report today to you that in the Philippine Air Force, in the Department of National Defense, we are changing paradigms, changing thoughts, changing thrusts. As we see the challenges to our country becoming more and more unpredictable, more and more extensive, and more aggressive. And in connection with the instructions of His Excellency the President, we will stand our ground. We will ensure unimpeded and unhampered exploration and exploitation of our 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, our sovereign rights, and other territories which belong to the Philippines. That includes the aerial domain, where we need to build up an effective and integrated force to deter aggression, to deter incursions into our territory, and to have interoperability with our treaty and other allied partners. These capabilities are not traditional in the far from traditional. These capabilities that we will be needing in the future will need more investments in our not only equipment but our infrastructure, more investments in our human resources, not only for aviation but equally important to logistics, to intelligence, to planning, to systems engineering, to communications, information technology, to name a few. We have long been delayed in building up an armed force of the future, and we cannot afford to wait. And I'm gratified by the support of the public and the trust that the public has in the armed forces of the Philippines and in the Department of National Defense. We will remain steadfast in our drive to create a credible deterrent force, of which no strong country in the world, no prosperous country in the world can exist without. It is a truism that there is no country that does not have a strong backbone, that is a strong armed force. Even foreign investors, even domestic investors, if they see that you have no capability to enforce the law and that you are subject to the whims of other countries, to a great extent, not only to the give and take of world geopolitics will hesitate to invest in the Philippines and to grow. Now, secondly, in terms of human resources, the President has authorized me to, number one, make sure, because a lot of you here are retired, a lot of you here have served the armed forces of the Philippines with honor and with dignity. Those that have retired, there shall be no change in your pension benefits, neither. And for those in the active service, there will be no contributions from you as well. And I wish to thank our legislators for listening to the call of all of you as articulated by the retirees and by the department in order for them to be a restful mind, that you can rest assured that as you do your jobs, wherever you may be, a lot of people were saying, why the retired? And I say, one never retires, because the engagement, the mentoring, the guidance, the articulation of issues that those in the active service cannot, because of professional regulations and military discipline, continues. So one never retires. So you deserve as much as those in the active service, so that when you go home to your families, you know that they will be cared for if and when something happens to you, or the inevitable happens by way of nature. And so the President has authorized that, and he has remained steadfast that you be protected, you be rewarded, and it is a small reward to pay for the sacrifices you have made from the first day of your training and to the last day of your military service. Finally, I encourage the PAF aces to advocate, to really advocate for a next generation armed force, that we are one of the last in Asia to transition. And Southeast Asia, we are one of the last. And we are hurrying up because we are in a race against time. And such a race, we have to join. Because if you do not join the race for building up your capabilities, then you lose by default. There is no such thing in geopolitics as giving an edge if your interests do not converge. So I congratulate each and every one of you once again. And I thank you for making me a part of this momentous 50th, although 53rd anniversary. I thank the board of directors and the leadership of the PAF ACES. I thank the elders who are here today for continuing to inspire us with your journeys, not only in the professional lives, but in your personal lives as well. And please continue to guide and mold the Philippine Air Force to what it can be. Thank you very much, and a pleasant good evening to each and everyone.
Thank you, sir, for that very hard-wired message. Thank you, sir. So up next, class 1983 to please proceed on stage. On standby is class 1985 Alpha.
Masilaw sir doon dyan. Okay lang. Ito lang.
Sir, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ah, naka-video ka, sir.
Naka-video yan.
Oo, sir.
Dali.